Okay, welcome back. Short video here, fairly short anyway. I'm waiting for some plastic to finish up the fence on my router table. And I thought while I was waiting I'd fix the insert. Had a little mishap the other day. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Some of you may have noticed in the other video this ragged hole here. Well, it's kind of funny what happened to me. Most of the time the fence is sitting right here, but the other day I had it sitting back here and I was using a guided router bit. Kind of like that. It's got a roller on it and I was following a template. And these screws were not in there, just gravity held it in there. Well, the router motor is making air from the fan on the router motor, and it started floating. And before I could get the router shut off, it floated enough to go to one side, and that router bit caught the router bit and chewed it up and slung it across the shop. Made kind of a cool noise, kind of. But now I got a bent router bit. Anyway, we're going to make this insert here. So I'm going to unscrew that first, and then it's going to be kind of challenging to make. I don't remember exactly how I made it last time, but I had a hard time with it. Too flexible. Looks like about a 1/4 inch recess, and started out with a thicker piece. Wow. I got a piece of scrap here. It's almost the right thickness. But I'm still going to have to turn part of it down, and I got to turn it round. So anyway, let me show you what I got going on over here. I've got a face plate on my Logan lathe, and I'm going to mount that to that and then cut it round. It just so happens that this face plate is 6 inches, just like the insert. I'm going to go verify that. I'm hoping it'll fall right in there, but I suspect it's just a hair bigger. So what I'm going to do is put an all-thread rod through there and put it through that disc and hold it to that plate. It's just a scrap I had left over from something, I don't know what. But to keep the rod centered in there, I've got to make an insert for that taper. And that's what I'm working on right now. This is a taper adapter for my Logan. It goes from 3 to 2, number 3 Morris taper down to a 2. And I've got the number 2 wedged in there really good. So it sits in the chuck. I mean, it's a taper, but the chuck can hold it because it's got the adapter to seat up against. Anyway, I've got my compound set at the right angle so that when I go like that, I can turn a taper in this chuck. So I've defined that taper. Wow. Oh, there we go. Now I got to drill a hole in this. Perfect, perfect. Boy, plastic makes a mess. I think I'm going to get a vacuum cleaner over here. Perfect. But I'm going to have to cut a very slight recess. It's sticking up 28 thousandths. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now we got to try to hit those holes. Yeah, I like it. Well, I like it. That about wraps it up for today, and stay tuned for part 3. It'll probably be later this week. I'm waiting on the plastic on the fence, and we'll wrap this router table modification up. Thanks for joining me, and be sure to subscribe.